Alright guys, so this is going to be episode 6, and today I'm going to be deleting my sunroof. Now this will either come out great or just be a terrible idea and I'll be drilling holes in my roof for nothing. I'm not really excited about that, but it'll be fun either way, so I don't care. So pretty much what I'm going to do is just remove the stock sunroof and replace it with this piece of sheet metal. Now I actually talked with a viewer whose Instagram I'll put on the screen here, but he actually has an E36 drift car and used plexiglass, which looked really clean, so I'm definitely looking into doing that in the future. But for now, it's just going to be this thin piece of sheet metal. Now, I don't know about you, but I get really bored of talking, so let's get to work, and I'm going to start by removing the sunroof from the car. So the sunroof is out. Also, on a side note, if any of you guys out there need like E36 parts, like window regulators, anything like that, you can hit me up on Instagram. If I have it, I will ship it to you for little to nothing, long as you cover the shipping cost. Now that that is out of the way, I just need to quickly measure so I can find out what dimensions I need to cut the piece of sheet metal to. Cut it bigger. I'm gonna drill through that.
Oh, drill it right over.
Angles as fuck, bruh.
So I got my measurements, and thankfully one side came out to exactly the same length as my piece of sheet metal, so that means I only have to cut one side. Now the real question is, can I actually cut a straight line with an angle grinder, which I would definitely put as iffy. So I got it all cut up, so it looks good. It fits the roof really well. So now I'm just gonna measure out the distances here on both sides so the thing is dead center, mark it out, and then I'm gonna mark out the drill holes, make sure they're all equal, and then start installing it. Well, it's time to drill into my roof and hope for the best. So I got it all finished up. Now let's take a look at it on the car. Alright, so here it is. Now obviously I'm going to throw some paint on this, but it actually came out a lot sturdier than I thought. It was going to be real flimsy, but it gives the car a real mechanical look, sort of like aircraft, something like that. But I did use screws, not pop rivets. So I want to be able to remove it, and plus I might be changing it out soon anyway, so I didn't want something permanent. Just keep my life easier. And now we just take a look inside the car. So inside the car, it actually looks really good. I'm going to leave it raw just like this because it matches my door panels over there. But I really like the look of it. It matched the roof line really well. I thought it was going to be wavy and everything. Now the screws do stick through just a tiny bit. You can't really see it, but you're not going to hit your head on there. I might shave it down just for peace of mind, but they're fine. So now I'm just going to throw some paint on it real quick, and then I'll throw it on the car and show you once it's done. Alright, so I got it all painted up. It's on the car. I drove around with it and I was worried it's gonna like wobble or flap at high speed, but it didn't, no sound whatsoever, so I'm happy about that. Now I painted it, but I left the screw silver just because I know I'm gonna be taking it off and on quite a bit. so I'm just gonna leave it silver for now. I'll probably paint it black later. Now I am gonna do some sealant. I'm probably gonna use rubber sealant and do it completely along the edges. I want it waterproof. I don't have to worry about rust or anything like that. But here it is for now. I'm gonna leave it like this. It came out better than I thought, and it saved a lot of weight. I know it's not the prettiest, but it gets rid of over 30 pounds at the very top of the car, which is the worst place for weight to be, so it works. It's not pretty, but oh well. So that is gonna wrap up this episode. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is probably build a rear bash guard just like I did the front. I am looking into getting a hydro. I know a lot of you people out there want to see that, so I'm trying to make that happen. Now, as far as events go, I have an autocross event coming in a couple weeks. Now, drifting wise, I don't know when I'll be running an event. It shouldn't be too long, but I'm just waiting for one to pop up and for the car to be completely ready. But I'm looking forward to autocross. I want to see how the world of diff handles. But subscribe to keep up to date. I know I'll have videos coming out soon. I always do. But until then.